have Paul Storella from TechChoice on, as well as myself, Erik Young, VP of Channel Sales here at Thrive. Going to take a few minutes and kind of really understand Paul's business over at TechChoice. He's done some amazing things with Thrive this year. Paul's really kind of taken a step outside of a normal consulting practice and really gone deep and wide into the security side and really starting to evangelize all the Thrive services within the portfolio. So, what we'd like to do, Paul, is first kind of understand a little bit about TechChoice and then kind of understand how you got driven to Thrive, what drives you to work with us, and really start to peel back some of the layers so some other partners out there in the country can really kind of, understand how they can transform their business to be as successful as you've been and kind of take some nuggets away from this conversation.
Great, Erik. Great, Erik. Thanks for having me on. Thanks for the opportunity and the introduction right there. So TechChoice is a boutique technology consulting firm, right? We're really focused on enterprise and government accounts that are, going through M&A, acquisition, mergers, roll-ups on the public side, consolidation. And what we're really doing is we're unwrapping, legacy services that no longer have a firm understanding within the organization, right? So everything's coming together and they're saying, well, what do we have? We don't have, the mind share that we used to. We go in there, we understand what everything is, we break down its intention, right? And then we bring in a next gen solution, all right? So we look long-term, work hand in hand with the CIO and the CISO to figure out where they want to get, right? We design the solution in-house and then we design the deployment strategy, right? So we work with whether it's a single vendor or all vendors, we bring in their deployment techniques, their process, their products, and we manage it all as a single entity to the customer. And we really pay attention to the customer's critical dependencies to make sure that we get everything across the finish line, across their finish line, I should say. Over the past few years, we've really been looking at Thrive to kind of take us and really stand next to us when it comes to security, right? So everybody's coming from legacy products. There's not a whole lot of pushing to get people to take that jump into the as a service model. But when we're going through that as a service model, what we're calling out is what they're opening up when they're closing other holes, right? Nice, easy deal. It's UCaaS. Well, what risk did you just open up, right? Moving a contact center, moving your infrastructure to the cloud. And Thrive has been awesome with us helping us understand what's going on there and helping our customers really cover their as a service.
Awesome. Yeah, well said, Paul. I mean, what we're doing here at Thrive to align, obviously, with partners like yourself is really taking that consultative approach to your security strategy, your remote work strategy, your cloud strategy, your unified communication strategy, and bringing that all together, understanding where the vulnerabilities are, understanding where the gaps are, understanding where a central orchestrator from both security, application, and infrastructure management can come together and bring one holistic solution, all powered on ServiceNow. I think that's the real power of leveraging a partner like Thrive. That's why we've had some great success, and I think that's why partnering with a client like yourself gives us the ability to go deep and wide within that large portfolio that you have of a customer base. So that being said, I'd like to talk about, we just had a pretty awesome win. We won't mention any names, obviously, just for confidentiality, but a big nonprofit. Great win on the Fortinet side, security, SD-WAN. What led you to bring them to Thrive, Paul? I think that's kind of the key for every agent is, they can go to these masters and they have a zillion different providers to talk to, but where in that sales process did you say with that nonprofit, all right, let's get Thrive in here and let's let these guys take this account down?
Well, when we analyze an account, Erik, we're looking at solving their problems with both product and process. This particular customer, you mentioned the product, you can get that product in a lot of different places, right? It is what it is. Fortinet's a big name. Process and our understanding of your process really set you aside, right? It's the customer's looking for a white glove, transparent interaction with their vendor. Right? They're potentially looking to expand off the initial offering, right? They want to replace multiple vendors and multiple solutions with really an agnostic partner. and they want to understand what's going on. They want to be able to trust somebody. So I think that your process, the delivery through ServiceNow, your technical account management, which has been fantastic in all of our engagements, really set you apart, and that's why we brought you in. You know, we understand easily where the gaps in human resources are with those customers, and once they get to trust us, they're pretty open about where we could potentially help them out. And you guys have been great in this and other opportunities, really filling that.
Awesome. Yeah, I think using that as one example, traditionally you think nonprofit, you think, no budget, low budget, really tough sell. This was a high value sale. It has a ton of expansion left in the account. I mean, the runway is still super long for us in terms of technology roadmap. And the value that we can come in and create with TechChoice shoulder to shoulder for this particular customer, it takes them to that next gen side. It allows them to integrate proactive security, alerting, remediation, unified threat management, all the way down to eventually talking about 40 EDR, which gets you all the way down to the endpoints and some advanced security modules. So, perfect example, perfect use case. We appreciate your partnership. Paul, thanks for your time today. It was awesome.
Was great. Can I just add one more thing to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you talk about nonprofits, low budget, no budget. That really might be the case. And here, they were trying to tighten the purse strings. And really what was more expensive than moving forward with a next gen solution was not moving forward with the next gen solution, right? It was really the work that my team had done to really expose the potential risk of not moving forward. And then you guys came at a bargain, even though maybe their operational spend went up from one bucket. They saw you as a huge savings.
Yeah, that's great. And when you can expose the risk versus the value in the solution and the long-term roadmap, you're almost removing the sales of selling, right? You're selling by mitigating risk and increasing the value to the customer.
It's a solving proposition, right? There's problems out there. A lot of times they don't know where they are. We, do a good job of finding where those problems are, and Thrive has been a great partner of helping us fix them.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate your partnership. We look forward to continually growing it. And once again, we appreciate your time, Paul.
Yeah, thanks for your time as well, Erik.